And tell me about your new relationship. How long?
It's 5 months.
So that's pretty new.
Very new, and it's still in the fun. Everything is
Right, the silly startup stage.
wonderful. So, but I think he's the one.
Well, then I want to sign a copy of my book for you. Actually, it's already in your swag bag. And if he's the one, he will read the book with you.
Yeah.
That's the test. Will the guy read the relationship book with me? It's very easy to read, and I'm a guy, and so I write so guys will read it.
That's good. Yes. Okay. Well, I'll ask him to do so.
And it can't help but make you close.
I'm at the stage where he'll do anything for me, so I'll read the book.
Do it now. Do it now while he's there.
Yes, exactly.
I'm looking in part 3 about romance, and I look forward to reading this part. But also, you write about buying gifts and the things to get and so forth, and I think that's great. I think that's wonderful. This is going to be a nice read. Very, very nice read. Thank you.
I think you're fabulous. I'm really looking forward to reading this book. Hopefully this will be me on the success end.
I noticed that you have a beautiful little 6-year-old daughter.
Yes, I do.
And I wanted to ask you how you keep intimacy alive in your life with a 6-year-old daughter.
Chocolate.
How do you keep intimacy alive in your life?
Well, I think that communication is probably the number one key, and
Completely agree.
and I always say, unless you're willing and able to give 100%, you're never going to get 100% back in return. So it's you often find your girlfriends or your friends saying, oh, well, this guy is not quite right for me. He's not giving me this and that. And I always say, well, if you're not giving him 100%, how can you ever expect them to give you 100% in return? So I think it's communication and willingness to give, no matter what's happened in your past, being able to move forward and give 100% all the time.
I tend to find that most men generally want to get married and have kids, and in general most women want the same thing, and I'm not in that mode in my life where that's what I'm seeking. So should I feel guilty for that?
Not at all. Not at all. And I think that most women would tell you that most men aren't interested in getting married and having kids. Okay. Most men are interested in the more non-committal relationships like the one that you're interested in, and that's perfectly fine.
Because
Mirror exercises.
Okay.
So you want to stand side by side with your partner, and you want to look at each in front of a mirror.
Okay.
And you want to look into each other's eyes, but into the mirror.
Okay.
The mirror magnifies light by 30%, so you're actually seeing into each other's eyes deeper. And guys initially get really squirmy about it, and then they start to get very warm about it.
I think that he'd be really good because he's more emotional than I am. So he likes that kind of stuff.
Okay, let's look at this. Oh, Alien Lover. This is a fun game. You pretend that you're from other planets, and you can't speak. Right? You have to just do it all through like eyes and through touch, and because you can't communicate because you're from different planets.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So that's a fun one.
Yeah, definitely.
And let me give you one more. Casual touching. Anytime you pass each other in the house, a touch on the arm or the small of the back, or a pat on his butt to let him know that he's done well. That helps build the intimacy in a relationship. And the important thing about it, the reason you want to do it, is it creates more closeness. It's not about sex, it's about depth.
Well, I'm certainly going to read your books, and I'm going to take everything that you have in here into consideration, because everybody needs a little love.
Thank you very much, Dwayne.